Hey guys, it's been a while. I was just trying to sit here and like fix the way that my camera was angled. It was not working on the stand, so I'm holding this. But it's been a while. Um I'll have to discuss updates later on. But I am here today because I wanted to talk about starting a new series here on um, my socials. So it may be on YouTube, on TikTok. Not decided yet if I wanted to share it on Instagram or Facebook just yet. But the other day, just so happened. It's been something that's been in the works for me. But I've also been kind of not iffy, hesitant to share the information. So I was gonna post it to, of course, my Spotify podcast, which is another project that I've been working on that I have failed to keep up with. Um, but I was thinking about maybe creating the series there. I would like to go ahead and just share it to my YouTube. But the series that I wanted to share describes describes a lot of the pain that I experienced in the past. And it's, during my past relationships, just things that I've felt. Of course, with all relationships or with all aspects of any relationship, there's always two sides of the story, right? Um, there's your side and there's the other party side. So everything that I describe, it's not to make anyone look bad. It's just the things that I went through, the pain that I went through. These are things that I suffered alone, things that I wanted to share with other people that I just didn't. And the way that I shared it was to write it down or to record it or to um, document it. Um, During this time, I wish I would have had somebody that I could talk to, somebody that I could confide in or that I felt I could trust in. Um, which in the end ended up building my faith. Um, as I always say, I am so glad. I'm so happy about how God has rescued me through this whole entire process. How He has rescued me from so much darkness and pain. There were times where I'm not proud to say that I became so wrapped up in what was going on in my world that I became selfish and I wasn't thinking about the people that I loved. I wasn't thinking about anything. It was more of me trying to numb the pain, numb the feelings. And so I've had moments where I was suicidal, and there were moments where I was in a very dark place. Um, and I didn't really share too much with that many people. But being where I am today, being in the mindset that I am in today, I am so, 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 so grateful that God pulled me out of that. Um, I don't hope for anybody to ever have to go through that. If you are currently going through any situation like that, any breakup or any battles with self-worth, any battles with yourself and your belonging here on this earth or in this world, just know that it gets better. That you are strong, that you are resilient, that you have people who love you and people that will support you. And hopefully this video, I don't know if it's going to touch anybody, but if it does, if it just touches that one person, I mean, that's all I need. I just want to be able to touch that one person. So the other day I was cleaning, well, yesterday actually. I was doing a lot of cleaning in my room. I wanted to clean out my closet, get rid of a lot of old stuff. And as I was cleaning, I came across one of my journals. Again, during this time, or during any time that I experienced any type of hurt or just anything, just any experience I went through, any prayers, everything, it was always written down. So there was this one entry that I found, which was an entry about a painful time that I had during experiencing a miscarriage. And this was something that my children had, they had some kind of idea, but they didn't really have an idea of what was going on with their mother, like what was going on with me, my feelings through all of this. And at the time, they were too young to understand. And now, when I found it, I read it to my children. My daughter um, is now 13. My oldest daughter is 17, going on 18, and my son, my middle son, he is 15. 15? 14. Oh Lord, he is 14. 14 about to be 6. 14 about to be 15. Y'all. Mm, mm-mm. Old age, old age. Anyway, so I ended up sharing the story with them, and this really, really touched them. And this was something that they thought that I should share. And so, for a while, I didn't think I was going to be ready to share it, but I am going to go ahead and begin sharing some of my entries little by little. And the series that I decided to go with, or the title of the series that I decided to go with is Reflections of a Broken Woman. So again, this is the past, a past life of me, I guess you could say, a part of me that I'm still, although it was so dark, although there was a lot of pain, I'm so thankful that I went through it because it brought me to a different space here today. A place where, uh, now I know through my experience the things that I want with my life, the things that are important in my life, and the way that I want to move on and live in my life, especially when it comes to another relationship. If another relationship were to ever be again, I know the things that I need to change because at the end of the day, I wasn't perfect either in my past relationships. I too had some issues and I too had some flaws and some faults. But I have grown and I have recognized and I'm working on it. I've been working on me. But I know that I am a changed woman and nobody can take that away from me. Um, so yes. So I'm going to go ahead and read this journal entry. I don't want to record my face the entire time that I'm reading this, so I may be flashing a photo up soon or just something to kind of take me off the screen, right? Um, I don't know if I will get emotional during the reading. I mean, I got pretty emotional yesterday, but I think I'll be fine today. But yes, hopefully this new series, Reflections of a Broken Woman, will help people, even people who know me, kind of understand the things that I went through or where I came from as far as my feelings towards anybody else that I may be dealing with in the future or anything like that. But also praying that it does end up helping someone that could possibly be going through the same thing, um, or that could resonate. Um, so here it goes. This entry was written July 20th, 2017. Um, I'm going to put the phone down so that I can go ahead and read it to you guys. Um, so in this entry, I was writing a letter um, to my child that I lost. In 2017, I had a miscarriage. Um, it was a pretty bad miscarriage, but during that time, it was also a pretty tough season for me. Um, in my marriage and with my family. It was just a really, really tough season. I was in a lot of darkness. But this is what I wrote to my unborn child at the time. Um, my sweet baby, I am so sorry that I couldn't even be happy about you because of what happened with your daddy and me. When I first found out about you, I was alone. Mommy and daddy were having a difficult time and he was never home. Many, many times we talked about having you. Here you were, and we couldn't even be happy it was you. When one finds out they are expecting a blessing, tears of joy and excitement is what should be happening, but I'm sorry, baby. Mommy was scared. I didn't want to bring you into a world where I wasn't sure you would be loved. I was sad. Sad because Daddy was out living his own life. Daddy had chosen other people, other places, other things. I thought that you would be the one to bring this family back together. I was happy to tell Daddy because I hoped maybe he would come home. But then I thought again, and I wanted Daddy to come home because he wanted to, because he chose us, because he chose you. I didn't want to be happy with Daddy coming home just because you were in me. I'm sorry, baby, for not being happy. Your brother was made with love, and so were you. He received so much attention and good handling, but what about you? I'm sorry, baby. It wasn't you. It's not your fault. I had doubts in Daddy that he wouldn't come home and be the man he's supposed to be to this family. I was also afraid of what people thought and the things they would say. I'm sorry, baby, for not being happy. One day, Mommy wasn't feeling good. Something wasn't right. I sought for Daddy. He was nowhere in sight. It was you and I all alone in that hospital bed. Mommy was scared, scared we would lose you and never have any words said. I was in pain, crying all alone, crying in vain. The nurse walked in, asked if I was okay. I couldn't help but break down. She gave me tissues and went about her day. And then I saw you. You showed me you were okay, moving around, heart beating, loud and sound. The sonographer said, Mom, baby looks good. In fact, a little big. I was glad you were okay, but yet Mommy still wasn't having a good day. I was still upset with Daddy because he wasn't there. He left me alone to deal with being scared. I'm sorry, baby, that I couldn't be happy. As time passed, I finally saw a doctor. Checked us out. All was good. Daddy even saw you. We didn't hear your heartbeat because the doctor was rushing. She had other patients too. Knowing all of this, I'm sorry, baby. Mommy and Daddy still weren't happy. Maybe it's the timing, and again, it's not your fault. Ashton got it all, and sweet baby, that's our fault. We didn't touch you, rub on you, or even talk to you. No pictures taken until recently. I tried with your daddy, but he was rushing me. So where do we go from here? Will we be able to take pictures of you growing? Will I feel you inside me? I'm sorry, baby, for not being happy. It was Sunday, and Mommy wasn't feeling right. I went to the bathroom, and something definitely was not right. Since Sunday, I have battled bleeding and headaches. I swear at my doctor's appointment, all I wanted to hear was, Mom, baby is doing great. But it didn't go that way. We were trying to figure out what you are, but Doc said, sorry, Mom, we can't tell. Come back and we'll do it all over again. Daddy and I were excited to see if you are the Desi we've always wanted. 8 tubes of blood, and it was you and I again. This time, Doc said, no heartbeat, and went with a different plan. She sent me to a place where they would be able to see you, see what was going on and why we couldn't hear you. I'm sorry, baby, that I still wasn't happy. Today was the day. I'm still in pain. Headache's gone, but cramping and my back aches. I started a fight with Daddy this morning, and again, it was just you and I. I saw you, but you were small. I knew something was up. When Rahel would not look at me, not once, not at all. Why weren't you moving, baby? Why were you so still? I saw Rahel searching for a heartbeat, but the sound waves were flatlined and the room tranquil. Rahel asked me to get dressed, to wait in the waiting room. She said the doctor needed to review your pictures and then she would be out to share the news. When she came out, she said I needed to call my doctor and follow up. I asked her if she heard your heartbeat, and she said that's what that is about. Why couldn't she just tell me? Why play games and have me all over the place? This is just insane. I'm sorry, baby, that mommy couldn't be happy. I sat there in the waiting room, pulling myself together, waiting for the elevator. I couldn't even keep a cool demeanor. I couldn't believe what was happening. All I could ask is, why me? Daddy and I were still arguing, and I resent him for making me do all this alone. Since day one, his friends and their needs always seemed more important. That was his home. But then it was me. I picked the fight. But Daddy wasn't eager to come and see you. I sat in the car, tears running down my face. I really couldn't believe what was happening, all while being upset with Daddy. I'm sorry, baby, that Mommy wasn't happy. I no longer care about what Daddy has going on. I had to run to the waterfront, clear my mind, and really think about who is number one. It's not Daddy, but that's how I've been living on. This is all my fault. I doubted you when I found out about you. I didn't show you enough love. I wasn't eating or drinking the way I was supposed to be, and now you may not be with me. It was always you and me. How horrible was I when we were in the ER? Horrible for wishing death on us because I was mad at Daddy again. Instead of being there, he chose your uncle. It's all my fault for acting this way. I hope that if there is a chance that you are okay, that you overcome this and grow tremendously, that your heart begins to beat like a soundly loud drum. Mommy promises to take care of you. I will love you and feed you right. I will talk to you before I go to bed at night. Everything Ashton received, so will you. I'm sorry, sweet baby, that Mommy wasn't happy, that I couldn't love you. Shortly after I wrote this, we lost the baby. I had a miscarriage just a couple days before my birthday.